Picture this. Underneath the margins, your words can breathe. Got your listeners tilting isosceles the way you holding volcanic quills, spitting decrees. Better believe with flows like these, you got gills. Screaming of daffodils or dreaming in mandrills, derivative of skills. You're built in the workshop, rocking with Ra. Cause in life, the woodshed don't stop. It don't stop. It don't stop. Don't stop. Amen to that dream, that early morning conversation, the argument that birthed the idea, that unbelievable situation, the story that had to be told somehow. Some ideas, they shake you out of your sleep like when a toddler creeps. Totality of the deep, the mere thought of an unconscious manifestation carried out with the beat. Positive charged protons creating neural explosions. Time hiccups when fingers and pads touch. Dead air smiles because it knows what's coming. The countenance of the clock claps hands. The choreography of the knot slaps jams. And you be like, who made this? Vertebrae responding to the call so bad to make a B-girl curve the wall.
Hey now.
Yo, what up, Ra?
How you doing, Patrick? How are you?
Yo, I'm feeling, as Plies would say, I'm feeling lovely.
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 Okay. I heard music playing in the background. He's a Merry Christmas. All right. Hey everybody. I'm Rob Brown. That would be Patrick Washington or Black Picasso. We in the house. We're in the place to be. I'm looking for some poets to do their thing, which would be great. Look at that. 2 just popped up.
Boom.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yes, yes.
Welcome to Words, Beats, and Life open mic on this good Wednesday before my birthday on the 14th. But it ain't about me. Before we bring it in on the New Year tip, we're going to do the mic. I've been doing poetry all week. I've been writing. I've been teaching and being taught some really valuable lessons, inspired by some really great. There's Damari. That's what's up. Inspired by some really great young people. Ajay and Damari did their thing yesterday. They tripped me out. It was so great. So I'm glad to see y'all here. What's up, Zay? What it do? So we're gonna get it popping like really soon. Yeah, let's just do it like that. We have 3 right now. People come into the room backstage.
Hey, no, we got more than 3. We got 5 poets. Don't short yourself.
Thank you. I love that. That's what it do. Okay. That's what it do. Okay. We got 5 people to do their thing this evening, and we're gonna get it popping right away. And I think the first person that popped up on my screen was Zay. That's Xavier. So let him go ahead and kick it off for us. You know what I mean? Let's welcome him to this sound stage here. Right? Yeah, audience. We are our audience too. So let's welcome Zay to the microphone first. Zay, do your thing, baby.
All right, back. When the snow falls. Today is the first time in 2 years that DC had a major snowstorm. Today is also the day my father passed. The most time I ever spent with him were the days we shoveled snow for money. The last time we went to shovel those little white crystals off of driveways in Georgetown, he asked me for my cut so he could buy little white crystals. My father did not die from an overdose, but the drugs didn't help his heart attack. Today I searched for something, anything, that I could draw from. I wish you were there more. Maybe this poem would be easier to write. 8 years ago, you told me you were leaving. 8 hours ago, my mom told me you were gone. 8 years ago, I listened to my mom cry enough to cleanse the Anacostia River. 8 hours ago, I called my brother and heard him do the same. Ain't this just like you? leaving people who love you with a leaking face. I never forgave you for 8 years ago, but 8 hours ago I cried in silence. Because 2 days ago you called my phone and the conversation lasted 16 seconds. And in my rush to end the call, I'm not sure you heard me say I love you too. The storm stopped a few hours ago, but the wind keeps pushing the little white crystals off the trees. It looks like it's still snowing. That's it.
Yo, why are you delivering these haunting poems, yo? That was incredible.
That was so amazing. 8 years ago, you left. 8 hours ago, you did the same, bro. Brilliant,
Shut up, people can hear you.
Brilliant simplicity. I absolutely love it. Zay, that was dope.
Stuttering a bit. I cannot hear y'all.
Oh.
Well, thank you. Thank you,
bro. It was great. That was great. Thank you for that. Patrick, you want to call the next young person, young artist?
Oh yeah. We go back like recliners, like fat crayons.
Like cornrows.
Yes, the homie, India Ajay. Where are you?
There she is.
Yes.
Right here. Hi. I said a prayer for the woman who is to greet me once I give birth. I said a prayer for the woman fleeing from me now. May we open up our senses to feel more, feel the frequencies that attune our temples like cathedrals. May flavors and spices travel us all across the lands of our mother's tongue. What lessons will I learn exploring the world without one of my senses? This evening, I made a dish and it transported me to the moment I first explored the flavors of Thai food. I had an out-of-body experience, one that will liven my spirit and honor a quest to connect with my ancestry beyond what I've been told. I looked into my eyes and went with what I feel. Been doing that more these days. Spoke with the man I experienced as my partner today. Further shared with him of how I'm progressively losing my sight in my left eye and that I'm scared of the transition into rather than being without 20/20 vision. He offered me comfort, support, and assuredness that this experience will bring about healing remedies. I appreciate him not desiring to fix me, rather journey alongside me. I pondered on all the things I've seen, all the things I've yet to see, and say, I can accept the experience of feeling my way through. I'm grateful for the unearthing, bringing me closer to my spirit and all the things we take for granted. Our flesh, have we yet to embrace it as a tool to feel more intensely, swiftly, just like that. One moment I'm writing words, seen on a page. The next, my hands are forming clay, telling the same story.
I feel like I'm doing this with everybody. Conversation that is your delivery. Yo,
yes.
The storytelling.
You know what that felt like? Yeah. It felt to me like walking through a garden, hand in hand, like telling, I felt that.
It just felt like transparency and vulnerability. I live my life that way, so my conversations are that way. My conversations are calm, even when I'm cussing you out, and that's how that was. It was like, seriously, it was like that. I love it. Okay.
Thank you. I love you.
No doubt. I love you too, sis.
Is that all? Is that all I can share? Is that all my time?
For now, yeah. We're coming back to you.
We'll come back around for sure. Hey, bro, I don't know if you've met her. You probably have. I think she might have mentioned your name. So I got to get her up here though, because she's alive, not just living, but alive. Like, you know what I mean?
I know you're talking about.
She brings it every time, and I absolutely enjoy her. She's absolutely hilarious too. She goes by MK the Poet. Y'all gotta show her some love, yo. MK is a trip. Show her some love and welcome her to this stage next, please. Where did she go? Did she disappear on us? There she is. Okay. Okay.
She thinking about
Okay.
it. She thinking about it.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Are you there with us, sis? MK.
Hi,
MK,
can
I
you
just
hear
introduced.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We just introduced you. I just talked about how you
Can
were
you hear
just.
me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. Talked about how live you
It's
are.
like a bad delay. I don't know why.
Talked about how live you are, how dope you are as a poet. I introduced you to the stage next. So please take the mic and do your thing.
Okay. This is called Rough Around the Edges. It's about everything that happened in my life. My dad was a drunk, always sipping on that Hennessy, and I would love to go back and change what he did to me. And all the stuff that happened, I remember vividly because I dwell every day. That's what those flashbacks did to me. But it's okay because I know that I'm a soldier. And I get stronger each day that I get older. And each day that I think back, my heart gets colder. My dad walked in my life and I didn't even get closure. But now I'm working 2 jobs, my ambition up to the ceiling. Sometimes I love too hard because the lies, they sound appealing. See, I try to keep up, but then my head starts spinning. I don't worry about the pain because I'm popping and I'm winning. They say the early bird get the worm, but I seem to wake up late. When I showed up to the cookout, I couldn't even eat a plate. They say I didn't deserve it, so as a kid, I never ate. Arguing with my conscience, it felt like the great debate. My dad was a fool. He locked me up in the closet. He deprived me of food because I was not honest. And that's no excuse to knock a kid unconscious. But I thought it was my fault. So I argued with my conscience. And then I started to think everything was my own fault. Even when my dad locked the freezer with a dead ball, I had to eat bologna by itself because the bread gone. Couldn't put sugar in my cereal, so I added salt. And then it get worse. I had to sleep in a dog pen. I wasn't allowed out, and no one else allowed in. And he knew that this was cruel and unusual punishment, but he didn't care that harming a child was a sin. He's so crazy because he didn't want no babies. Well, he only wanted sons, and he told me this daily. And the world is full of a lot of things, a lot of ifs, a lot of maybes, and maybe one day he'll start to treat me like a lady. At the age of 13, I could have sworn my name was Ho. No, that's not my name, but that's what he called me though. He made me feel like no one wanted me for sure. And then he proved this point one day by walking out the door. He dropped me off one day and left me with my mom, a stranger that I never knew. So I tried to stay calm. She started spitting Bible verses like Corinthians and Psalms. This woman had the key to my life in her palms. Since I was 3, I always lived with my dad. Had no recollection of my mom, so that was sad. So I gathered up all the courage that I had to ask my mom, why you leave me with a man so bad? She claimed she gave me up out of love. She couldn't do her best because of her choice of drug, but she gave me to a person that ain't even give me hugs. Sometimes I wish she aborted me to the God above. And it's crazy how my mom would tell me stories. And she would promise me that I would never have to worry, that she would make my future bright for me. But that was lies because I never seen the glory. I lived with my mom for 2 months, then got put out, got put in foster care because she knocked me out, was quick to put her hands around my neck without a doubt, and the neighbors feel my pain because they heard me shout. Now I struggle being a ward of the state, where the government don't love, all they do is hate. Go from house to house with no food on my plate, which as soon I can see the heaven gates, I try to stay strong with all my might. Then I even try to take my own damn life. Because I'm so sick and tired of putting up a fight and the stuff that happened to me wasn't right. Now people saying that my heart's so cold. Then I'm going to die lonely when I get old. I feel like a slave that was not good enough to be sold. But when my words come out, you would think I'm so bold. See, I'm black and I'm beautiful. Please don't call me wild. And just because I'm hurt don't mean I express it out loud. I wish I could escape and float on a cloud. Forget you. I'm about to make God proud. But it's not like me to want to be who I'm not and try to pretend. I'm my own ride or die. I've been there since it began. And I know it's kind of long, so it's about to end, but I need to get this on my chest so you know who I am. 22 years I've been struggling since I was put on this earth. But I've been a star. I had talent since birth. See, I get tired of the pain because sometimes it hurts, but I never let nobody devalue my worth.
I love her. I told you.
Yo,
K the poet.
wait a minute. So, yo, that joint, I'm kind of baffled. Yo, man, that joint felt like a handful of lava. It was heavy and it was hot, burning
Yeah,
hot.
yeah.
There was so much truth and beauty and pain. And that, yo, you said felt like a slave that couldn't be sold. Yo, love you, MK.
MK the poet.
Wow.
Thank you for that, sis. Yeah, thank you for that. Yes. Patrick, who you got?
Shoot, I need a
Thank
break,
you
yo.
for allowing me.
Oh, of course. Of course. Yes.
Okay, the other homie. Yes.
Are you delayed? Are you freezing? What's going on? Hey.
What's going on?
I had some connection issues. Sorry about that. I
Okay.
was yelling the name. I yelled it out. I said, Damari.
What's up?
Get it in, baby. Get it in.
Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. I'll start out late and then I get you the other one when we come back around. So this is titled Black Girl. I wasn't calling a response, but COVID. So, black girl, yeah, that's me. I'm the one they hate and then when they wish they could be. I'm bigger than big. I'm badder than bad. I'm blacker than black. The skin don't crack unless they don't crack. Hey, yo, crack is whack. But I must be some type of drug because they keep on coming back. Contrary to popular belief, being black is where it's at. Black girl, yeah, that's me. Hair so big, so beautiful. I don't associate with hair. Style so fresh, so cool. I'm all that. And the bag of chips. Just in case I gotta get salty, no, not more than I'm talking about Lori's black girl, yeah, that's me. Full meal package deal, no sir, you can never substitute the real. Whole kill, we broke the seal, wonder how it made you feel. Black girl, yeah, that's me. I'm the daughter of greatness, ambassador for excellence. My talents are heaven said. Why would anything else be relevant? See, I keep them on their toes, I keep them all guessing. Haven't stopped my growth, and I'm grateful for my blessings. Studying the grace, brushing up on all my lessons. Now that I have your attention, please listen to this message. Black girl, yeah, that's me. Black girl, yeah, that's you. But to sit on your magic should be considered a felony. Don't let the foolishness distract you from your destiny. Be putting in work day by day to build our legacy. I'm putting in work day by day to be a better me. Black girl, black girl, black girl, black girl, black girl, black girl. Yeah, shorty, that's me.
Oh,
Yeah, shorty.
That was dope. The
Black
beat,
girl,
yeah.
black girl, black. Not so much a girl no more, but that's me.
Listen.
Yes.
Nice.
Yo, do you got a beat for that?
No, I do everything a cappella.
Oh my God. Look, producers need to be tracking you down for that, yo. That was dope. Incredible.
What do we have right here? Who is this to my left? Is that Jordan? Does that say Jordan? That's what it said. Okay, I said it right. That's what's up. You're coming to the mind.
The homie Jordan.
Oh, you know more. Okay,
Jordan.
yeah. Give him the intro.
Okay, well, yo, please welcome. The poet ambassador repping the county out here in PG. This is Jordan.
Can I go? Can you hear me? Okay. I remember your laugh, the tone of your voice, the way your mouth curled up on one side and your eyebrows furrowed when you didn't. Let me start. I remember your laugh, the tone of your voice, the way your mouth curled up on one side and your eyebrows furrowed when something didn't make sense. I remember your loud exclaims whenever you would beat me in something. You never let me win. I always had to earn it. I remember you sneaking me into movies we didn't pay for. I remember you forcing me to get on roller coasters I was too afraid to ride, telling me not to be afraid of nothing but God. Turns out I actually had fun. I remember crying in my room thinking about my dad. Where was he? Why didn't he call? Did he love me? Why didn't he love me? Why and how was I so different from his other kids? A middle child from that man's sperm, but from those eyes never seen as his. I remember crying in my room thinking about my dad. And then you, my mom, my own mother, walks into the room and says, "Why are you crying?" I told you I was crying about my dad. You sighed, clearly annoyed. You basically told me to get over it and left me. She left me, leaves me to figure it out on my own. She's tired of me crying over a man that ain't never done nothing for me. She made sure there were other good men in my life, other male role models, other good examples of what a man is supposed to be. Although she was a super single mom, she was still a single mom, a single parent in a world where I was told a good household has two parents to share the load and burdens caused by their children, two parents to share the glory when their kids excel. I remember my stepdad yelling at me to go open the door. I remember the deafening ambulance sirens. I remember the EMTs running up the stairs. I remember sitting in the kitchen crying because I didn't know what was going on. Time passes. I remember one EMT in particular following the line of the rest of them walking back towards their ambulance. The man glances at me, silently shakes his head, and proceeds to walk down the stairs and out the door. I remember hearing a scream so intense and alive that I thought the life had been reborn back into the air, back into your lungs. I thought you'd woken up. I remember my stepdad entering the kitchen and grabbing my hand with tears on his face. He walked me to the room and said, "Joan, your mom is dead." I said, "What?" and cried. I remember family members and neighbors trickling in, all of them too late. I recall my grandfather screaming, "Why not me?" my aunt crying, my uncle punching a wall. I remember being in a slight state of disbelief, looking at her eyes somewhat ajar. The corners of her mouth curled up on one side, similar to the face she made when something didn't make sense. Similar to how the situation doesn't make sense. How was she here 1 minute and gone the next? I just talked to her less than an hour ago. I want to go back to the days of getting ice cream and playing card games, not putting roses and pictures in your casket. This just doesn't make sense. What kind of God takes away a 12-year-old girl's only parent, her single parent, her best friend, her biggest supporter, and leaves her to figure things out on her own? Thank you. Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, that's heartbreaking. It gives me goosebumps. It's like, yeah, I can't. There's some poems that you just can't even describe, because it's too real.
Yeah, I really appreciate this open mic, everybody. I love this. I like truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like truth and honesty are not synonymous. Honesty is based on somebody's feelings, right? The truth is what it is, which is why they say the truth hurts. So I appreciate it. I love it. Zay, you kicked it off too, bro. You the truth in your piece was just, so you kind of, you led that wave, and we riding it. All right, we got one more poet before we do this.
Yeah. One more, then loop back around. Wrapping up the first set is going to be my man, Bass.
The poet.
Bass.
How low can you go? Let's go.
Yeah.
Bass, that was a great intro we just did, bro. Where are you?
Right. Take yourself off mute. Come on.
We just did the whole, how low can you? We did the whole joint, son. You ain't all right.
All right. I apologize for the time. All right, here. The revolution will be televised, said the other 15 poets. Said the other 30 activists. The hundreds of black protesters and thousands of Twitter tweets. I'm not mad at it. I just believe this revolution needs a new notion for its existence, because, see, it has been televised for the past 400 years. In fact, until 1865, our ancestors were beaten just to get our rights. By 1968, they was fighting just so we could keep those rights. And now in 2021, we fighting as a reminder that we still got those rights. We don't got no right. How many countries can say they got a president, pardon me, I mean X, that'll look at a peaceful protest and tell us we don't have no right? Because we're thugs for marching in the name of our people who are off their lives for being human. How are we going to live in a society where our POTUS won't fight for us, where our own police don't like us? Yeah, I'm talking to you, because I know you sworn oath too. How are they going to protect us surrounded by all these coat racks and all they know how to do is hang us? It's human nature at its best. To view a tribe of people so low in numbers, extinction is knocking at our door, and instead of saving us with genocide on your mind, eradication was the answer. Label it as gentrification, but pronounce the word that's sustaining the community. Because everyone wants to hear soft words before they die. But frankly, I'd rather hear the roar of lions on a mountaintop before I go. I want to watch our people reach heights they've never imagined. I don't want to leave this earth while knowing there is still work to be done. Our people are disrespected, beaten, patronized, and murdered like rabid hounds in broad daylight. No wonder they call us animals and steal everything that we believe to be ours. See, I thought poaching was legal. To take our style, our swag, our lips, our drip, our skin. If this blackness is a work of art, then my people be a masterpiece. We are not for your imitation. Our bodies are the soil of this land, and fresh blood has always kept these grounds fresh. I heard they was giving reparations in North Carolina. But frankly, we don't deserve it. Those aren't our bodies who were beaten till bloodstained bones shone through. We were born free into a society that wants to strip that freedom away from us once again. I think not. I think this is worth fighting for again. I think I will put my life on the line for my future. I think that if we stand united, there's nothing that can stop us. I think that what some folks did at the Capitol would have gotten us all killed. So as I look back on the history of this country, I wonder, is death not worth the price of freedom? That's all.
Yo, did he cut the camera?
Yeah. That's the virtual mic drop. That's the virtual mic drop.
That's what you doing? Okay, I see you, bro. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it. Yo, that was
what I wanted to say.
With all that happened, at the Capitol, man, there's gonna be a lot of poems, addressing the inequity, the obvious inequities, man, and that was a great one. That was perfect. Thank you for that.
That was awesome. Let's just go back. Let's just go. Oh yeah, for sure, my base. Let's just go right back around the same way we started, right? We got Zay. Then I think everybody remembers who they went after, right? If not, I'll help you out. We'll help you out. Zay, you got something for us, bro? Yeah, jump in there, babe. Can you hear me okay? You're up, sweetheart.
Muted. All right.
Okay.
There we go. Got you. All right. The news says they killed the baby today. I guess you can't have a real war without casualties. I mean, what's a war without the Reaper? Without angels that were born to die? Without these little American soldiers? Too young to claim any team, too young to have to choose to be a warrior, to choose to serve the same streets that took away his father, murdered her mother, empty bottles by that lamppost, teddy bears hung on that tree. These are our memories for the fallen, but they were aware of the conflict does not matter. A bullet has no name even when the eye does. This is the horror of warfare. When you see so much bloodshed, you stop wondering where it's flowing from. Thank you.
Yeah.
Risk.
Hard hitting and concise. That was stuff.
Yeah. He was talking about he's talking about that was the shooting. The shooting of that. Yeah, that baby, man. That's definitely a slice of reality. Thank you.
That was crazy. That was really crazy. I do believe Ajay was next. Is that right, Pat?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Let's keep these at like 3 minutes or less, y'all, if you can.
3 minutes or less? Okay. Outsourcing equivalent to selling out your soul. Your soul is the source of all I are. Don't just see beyond the perimeter, step for you, feel your way through. Can you feel the blood swishing through your veins? Did you tell the blood to go or to stop? Or the veins to enlarge or burst or remain as is? No, you just trusted the blood and the veins to have this seamless relationship, to be so well acquainted with another's assignment that they never forget their own. Humans have forgotten. They don't even want to muster the will to remember the obvious. Because then they have to question every story, lesson, construct, law, identity embedded into their essence, like seasoned cast irons. Yeah. I think the appearance of blooming is what gives the perception of the flower's beauty. Perfect, soft, ornamental, Petals with such vibrance, coming undone to be seen, to give sustenance to the mariposas and bees, all while sunbathing. However, what isn't seen nor felt is the stretching of that flower from seed to root to stem to leaf to bud to blooming to full bloom. It is destined perfection, awaiting its arrival to its full glorious nature. Somewhere along the journey, I think the flower in transition knew that it would be underappreciated by those who would adore them for a bloom and accepted and found solace in preservation. This has me thinking about where I have been planted from seed and all the stretching really in one direction, light giving rid the illusions that it was different. It wasn't. Still had the same vibration. So I embraced preservation. And now as I am in bloom, it's like standing on the edge of forever, which is now holding my breath. And then I'm winded by a gust of courage, and my petals that have been in bloom are now open for nature to take its course. Honestly, I dreaded this just as much as I dreamed for it. Seen a lot of myself reflected back to me, and most of my fondest teachers have been through the ones who showed me the muck of myself through their actions. You see, it was unprocessed traumas of the ones marrying together. I could not decipher mine from theirs. It came to a point where I no longer desired to. I just wanted resolution, real fucking solutions, because there are some beautiful, divine, otherworldly reflections that are worthy of being reflected back to me as well. I'm worthy of that. Worthy of blooming, not wondering if I'll be severed from my roots and placed in a jar of water, only to have my external beauty preserved for a few days.
Yo, you got the adults in the back going, yo, bars. Bars, yo.
That was more, but I felt like I was going over my time, so I left it
there. Yeah.
Indeed. I appreciate it, though. That was dope. Extra dope. MK, where you at, baby? There you go. All right, keep it about 3 minutes. Do your thing.
All right, dang. All right, this called 10 Toes Down. For the bush, I don't got no time, man. I've been grinding, a lot of on my mind, and I'm trying to unwind. And I keep picturing the times nobody had my back but my spine. So if I ever said I trust you, then baby, I was lying. And you saying that it's fine, that I'm gonna be all right. You said, baby girl, sit tight. I don't have to fight for my rights, cause it's light outside and it's more days to come. So take a load off and have fun. You don't ever have to run, but I can't, cause everything now cool. I've been playing for a fool and I'm tired of getting used. That's cruel. And I didn't want to do this, but it's time to face the music. So let's use it. I can't do this anymore. Or at least I shouldn't have to. Growing up without love, I thought at least I have you. But I guess that I should have known that you would leave me all alone and not even pick up the phone. And your excuse is that I'm grown. See, I'm just a young lady. I had to grow up fast. I didn't get time to be your baby. And that's crazy. But it's something I can't change. And I've been hoping for the best, but things keep staying the same. And that's lame. And I'm not the one to blame. I feel like a wild animal who the system's trying to tame. And things keep getting worse. But I expected that, of course. Because who can love me unconditional even when I'm at my worst? Nobody. And sometimes I feel like not even God, because he put me on this earth and he making me work so hard for the things that I need, like love and affection. Why he put me on this earth and ain't give me no protection? That's wild. But I'm still going to make him proud. And I can't help that the voices in my head be loud and it's foul, that I feel alone in the crowd. But I had to make a change in my ways somehow. And yeah, I used to play the victim, but you don't know how it hurts. And all that I've been through, yeah, it could be worse. I could be in the streets with no shoes or no shirt. I could be dead and end up in a hearse and not be alive. But my heart is too kind for people to be on my mind and not be there. And they just act like they care. And when it comes to my story, I don't mind to share. But life is about lessons. See, you live and you learn. And nothing is for free. Everything you have to earn. And one day I will burn and be ashes in the urn. But until then, I'll find someone who make me smile. He gonna put me first and say I'm pretty and never put me down. God will send him my way and keep him in my life a while. Today, I'm here to stay. And everyone who said they love me, they just left me at the stake to pin me up and burn me down because they were never around. But no matter what, I'll keep my head up and I'ma always be 10 toes down.
Like 10 toes down. You better know it. Yo, and nobody had my back but my spine. Bro.
Yeah. Hey. Yo, all due respect to Amanda Gorman, yo, you're gonna be my favorite youth poet. Yo, man, that was dope. You should have been spitting at the Super Bowl and at the inauguration. That was dope.
Look at it. MK, we got you, sis. We got you.
Yeah.
We got you. That was dope. Who came up after MK, bro?
Was
it Damari?
Was it Damari? I believe so. Yes.
Let's go. Yay.
All right. So this is titled The Generational Speech. They gonna say you got it twisted, young buck. That you got this whole thing messed up. That standing with your back straight don't make you no more great. They scared that you ain't phased by all that hate. They gonna question why you keep your head high. They gonna want you afraid to die. Cause how you ain't afraid to die? Don't you know they'll pop you where you stand? And they ain't gonna give you no pillows to make you softer when you land. It almost reminds me of if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear, does it make it sound well? Whether I hear it or not, you, like that tree is gonna hit that ground, and you, like that tree ain't gonna have nobody around, and you, like that tree will remain breathless, bodies waiting to be found. They gonna say you got it twisted, young buck. That you got this whole thing messed up. That standing with your back straight don't make you no more great. They scared that you ain't phased by all that hate. They gonna question why you keep your head high. They gonna want you afraid to die, cause how you ain't afraid to die? You looking like a walking target in a gun range. And you don't seem to be afraid of that new chain becoming red with your blood stains. I need you to explain what type of context you use to get that fear out of your eye. Why can't I see your tears when you cry? What happened to that tremble in your thigh? Who sold you the wings that allowed you to fly? Where'd you get the energy to get back up and try? I think you got it twisted, young buck. You weren't supposed to get back up. You weren't supposed to make no noise, fight, or fuss, and didn't your mama told you not to cuss, young buck? Who told you hope exists? Did they tell you that they ain't gonna hesitate to slap cuffs around your wrist, that's about you and you can't win with your fist, that your face already been printed on the shoot to kill list? That they tell you that time's always been like this. Now when you think we made a change, history rolls right back around and switches its face, that the strange fruit you eating still gonna have a sour type of taste at times, ain't gonna stop being like this. Cause every time we try, the outcome seems smaller than the risk. Cause we give in when the problem don't have an easy fix. Cause every time we stand, they beat our knees until we sit, but it ain't your fault. And them peoples, they weren't born with hate that was taught. Some of them ain't gonna stop till your body end up outlined at chalk. But see, God only gives the worst summons to those who can handle the hot young buck. Stand tall with your back straight. Know that their hate will not determine your fate. Continue to be great. Hold your head up high. Still all your trials and tribulations in their eye. And tell them your old folks say everything gonna be all right. I said, tell them your old folks trained you well for this fight. Tell them your old folks tell you that everything dark gonna make its way to the light, young buck. I can only prepare you so much for this life. Before you leave my house, you gonna know what's wrong and what's right. You may not understand why now, but you sure enough gonna understand when you're the one passing this speech down. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yo, it doesn't stop, yo. It doesn't stop. Yo, you put us right in that conversation. You like transported us. That was incredible. You wanna go these people, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it. That's what's up. Thank you.
Oh, she did that with Goldie?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the homie.
What did I say to you yesterday? I was like, yo, you would be a great actress. Like the delivery, I didn't know you was down with Goldie. Okay. All right. Well, you let her know you down with us now. Okay. Indeed. Who is next on the MIC? I believe that would be wait a minute. What was the name again? What's her name, Patrick? Please help me out. Take you off mute, bro.
Joran.
There it is. Thank you, Joran. Thank you, Damari. There you are. What's happening, Joran?
Okay. This poem is called An End to Misery. I blast my music to distract me from the ever-looming depression storm brewing in my mind and heart. But my tears leave my eyes without my permission and burn the cuts in my wrist. Mom tells me I just do it for attention, implying if I really wanted to do something, I would do it. Dad's voice echoes in my mind, don't ever hesitate. Although he was talking about driving, not dying. Although maybe he could give advice on that too. When he cooked me breakfast and told me I was his reason for living, that I was his life, I wonder if he meant it. Because if so, I would have to ask why he did it. Did he dream of me? Did I flash before his eyes? Did he spend so much time sleeping his life, got jealous and killed him? I wonder if he knew he would try to permanently go to sleep while telling me to be strong when I scratched my knees on concrete, or when I flooded my pillow sheets with tears after finding out my crush didn't like me as much as I did them. When we went to church, And he told me we partake of Jesus' body to remember when he sacrificed himself on Calvary to atone for our sins. I wonder if he sacrificed himself to atone for mine. They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but whatever made you feel like I was better off without you must have been the worst storm, because you were always my warmonger. You were the steady tree holding me above the floods. You were my spine holding me upright. Sometimes what doesn't kill you just makes you weak. We speak as if trauma is a rite of passage and not a scar, as if it's not a hard to swallow pill that can make some choke. You called me your pretty girl, and now you're sitting casket pretty. You always said how much my messy room made you feel cramped, so I wonder how you feel in your coffin. And if you'll make friends in Cemetery City, I wonder if you could still dream of me wherever you are. I was playing with my life while you were here, and now that you're gone, I feel like I'm the only part of you that's left. Without you, I'm free falling through this world until you and sleep catch me, but for you, I will live. I will brave the storm of life with you as my backbone, forever holding me upright. Thank you.
Joran.
Jordan, you have such an innocence, like a sweetness in your words, like where they come from. You know, seriously, like, you know, it makes me want to, because there's the sweetness in it. I don't know, it touches me.
Yes.
I appreciate
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And I don't oftentimes in my own pain find like a lot of sweetness, even in my delivery. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely appreciate that. What's going on?
So who
is it bass?
Yeah, I think we're back to base.
Back to basics. Bass.
Ah, see, I see what you did. Yeah, I see you.
Maybe we'll have a little bit of time to share some stuff. Patrick, you might have something you want to share with us. Anyway, bass is gonna do his thing. Get it going.
All right. Words of a cheater. To keep it a G, dog, I don't even think I deserve love anymore. I mean, it used to be me thinking my heart was contagious. Come to find out, my words were just infectious, but the truth never escaped my lips. Seemed too easy to rearrange and alter vocabulary in ways that a mockingbird would hate, which is why I prefer puppets to make it easy. Because unlike that mockingbird, a puppet can't use my own words against me. I'm unreasonable. It's child's play to get what I want when no girl I've been with can say that second word, no. And the worst part about it is sometimes, to be honest, I'm proud of it because I've been played too. I've had my heart stepped on so hard, it felt like I got stomped out by Shaquille O'Neal wearing Tim's doing a step routine. Had me feeling disgusted with myself and lack of trust in my brain and decision making. A lot of you, I was head over heels in the start, but it's amazing how one mistake can turn you from the love of my knife to the stupid that broke my feelings about it. You gave me hope of true love about true love being real, the way you made me feel. You really had me in class daydreaming about lunch together and looking at your pretty face and those dark still eyes that could see through my bullshit at any angle. Like you really me over. Nowadays I turn to laying whoever I see fit, even if it requires snatching their heart and breaking it into a trail of breadcrumbs in hopes they will follow. No surprise they always do, because lying has gotten too easy for me. But that's not cool. I'm standing here before you attempting to atone for my behavior because I want to be better. I want to be able to fall in love so deep with someone to where it cheap vanishes from my vocabulary. I want to be someone's whole heart and theirs mine. I want something special that no one can take away from me. And I can never lose it. But until that day comes, just watch my movements.
Yeah, kicking open the door.
Bass.
I like that. I like that.
Thank you. It's real cool. Very cool.
Appreciate that. Thank you, bro.
Thank you. No problem.
Yeah.
Indeed. What we doing? How we feeling? What you look like? Oh, okay. Yeah. This was great. These are some extremely talented artists, poets, writers, MCs even. We learned that tonight.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So
I'm sincerely thankful to actually be here and to have witnessed that, like for real.
Yeah, it was eye-opening. Yeah, eye-opening.
Someone asked how often is this open mic? Well, you know, it's kind of when Patrick and I said, let's do an open. No, I'm just playing. How often is this open mic, Patrick?
It's essentially every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Essentially every 2 weeks. So the Wednesday after next, we'll be back.
Okay. I said essentially whenever you and I decide, and Mozzie said,
right. Ron's like, that was news to me.
So yeah, if you want to, we have a few moments. You know what I mean?
I'll do something.
Yeah, I'll do a little something too. So go ahead.
Damn, through to me quick. All right. So this is one. It's old, but it's timely. Finally, ozone rips wide and emits war rumors, and everything seems to cause tumors like eggs, Nanoxol 9 orgasms, the ticking of time, and grease. And I'm not supposed to feel like every second has a nefarious, diabolic byline or Orwellian design, because underneath Tuskegee apologies grow animosity. Ignorant non-believers submit to pure reflex, but I never could internalize, pacified by all the lies that I was taught in elementary school, and no one dares to go against the Illuminati news shows. The Princess of Wales embarrassed the royals, so off another goes. And I'm not supposed to think he's everywhere, robbing urbanites of their lives. Electric radar spying on future troublemakers. Hell eventually delivers, and Robert Kennedy never even saw the shot. Pow, ooh. Follow this hysteria. I see waves of radiation leaks devouring a nation, so don't anyone go anywhere. Indeed. Nostradamus saw that a new sect of philosophers is rising in time using apocalyptic lines, words, and creative kind. So evil's defeated? Nah. Evil succeeds. See, indeed, no one here is going to heed, because people all laugh at conspiracies that everyone sees. And therein lies the conspiracy. See, call it an anagram or whatever, but the first letter of every word I just said spelled out Ephesians 6th chapter, the 12th verse. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places. Thank you.
I was on mute. My bad. I said I remember that. I remember.
Yeah. That was an old paranoia joint.
Yeah, I remember that joint.
So okay. So now I'm going to introduce my homie. Yo, my heart. We go back. We go way back further than Fat Crayons. It's like we go back like it's your mug. We go back before we go back before Mangoes. When U Street was really U Street, the one and only Raquel Brown.
Hey, Demaria says she got the glasses on. Yes, sis. I got to do it sometimes, you know? Folks watching the glass pour the sand. Once I had a man read my life on the lines of my palm, so I know I got time on my hands. This land is mine and I belong to it. A ticking time bomb blown into tidbits of sound bites, cells, and quick wit. Big up to the trees, ain't no one to leave. Wave goodbye, hello in the breeze. Stand in constant praise to the powers that be. I love the dance and their fascinating tragedy. One time this youngin' told me I'm always writing about love or the man. He was locked up. So I looked at him and said, you know, I love you and I'll see you next week. And he still didn't understand. My pop said everything is relative, and where I stand is exactly where I am. We all make it so deep. We worship a shepherd, fall in love with wolves, and fear being buried 6 feet. X equals love in this algebraic algorithm. Yet love seems to be the only thing missing, relatively speaking. Love is constant like complaining for some. Love is God like praying for some. I trek the globe but try to take my time and pace it all. Listen more than I speak, so when the mountains toss the valley, I can face it all and land on my feet. I've been on my knee just one, proposing that I exchange my ring of fear for destruction, destroying value systems that have none, value that is. I mind the lane I'm in, there's no traffic. I'm solo on this route. I mean, I may cross some weird wonders of this world so I get to show off my fly-ass shoes. This dunya be my oyster and I don't eat seafood, though I always seem to find the pearls. That's what black girls are. Why we walk looking down? I follow myself in the sky, look for the dimly lit star. That's me, and I'm okay with that. I'm that night light in the cut with the baseball bat, 4 pounds in the small of my back. I got rounds, like many more left in me. He read it in my palms. I told you that in the beginning, but who's really listening? I hear you. When I'm drowning, they describe the water, the poetry in my demise, the hate in so many eyes, eating away at blessings because it don't look like what they had in sight. The utter despair lived by those that point to their head and tell you that it's in the mind. When you know mind, you know God. There's a brain in your head, a pillow on the bed. Rest there and think of no thing. Bring your hands together, embrace your life. This will all continue with or without us. It's just a matter of time.
Raquel, yeah. You will always be like a copper-footed goddess just walking around dropping jewels. You know what I'm saying? Yes, love it. Thank you for that.
Yo, that was amazing. And Molly put it well. He said, everyone, y'all were amazing. Thanks so much for sharing your gift. You really, really were. That was absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? Absolutely amazing.
All of you, yes.
It was very last minute, but y'all show up and show out, and I love that.
Yes. So everybody unmute yourselves, say good night to each other, and
good night.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Yes, thank you all. This is WBL Open World.
Thank you, Patrick. No doubt.
Yo, love you.
Love you too, bro. Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all.
To the SP1200, the blue light bulb, to the board, the engineer's hands, and the limited well of patience. Hallelujah to everybody say ho, amen to all the ladies say ow. Thank God for make money, make money, and bless every hand that was ever put in the air in your name.